All right, guys, in this video, we're going to cover the price action of Bitcoin and seeing if we're going to ever be able to recover and close over $100,000 and keep going. Okay. Now, on X, I've posted a number of times that mathematically, since we closed over $80,000 on a weekly chart, then we have an 80% probability of running to 120 plus for Bitcoin. Okay. But let's look at the near-term price action here. As you can see, starting in the 1st of November, we pretty much ran parabolic. Now that's, I mean, that was great for everyone's ego. That was great. Everybody's portfolio, everybody was happy running and gunning. A little bit of FOMO coming in there. But a more healthy chart really runs at about a 45, okay? Not, parabolic, straight up and down, and that's why we need a recovery. Okay, this is simply healthy for the chart, healthy to get set up here. I think a lot of people got kind of spooked out, so to speak, are scared off the market. The retail crowd, the institutionals did, and they're buying even right this second. But anyway, yeah, the whole rounding number, $100,000, that psychological barrier, and then no telling how many degenerate shorts sitting up there, waiting to get in here on leverage accounts, which, they're going to get wiped out, trust me. But anyway, we have the 20 here. Now, we did close under the 8 simple moving average, okay? We like to put the 8 on here whenever price starts getting a little extended above the 20, okay? We put it on here and see how we can ride the 8, and then we start closing under it, maybe take a little, a few chips off the table, because if you leave all your chips on the table in Vegas, sooner or later Vegas is going to take those chips away, okay? Those who've been in the crypto or the stock market for any length of time know that's true. So gotta take a little off the top. But anyway, we're under the 8. So we believe the odds and probability are on our side that we come down into this previous, at least to this area, this previous consolidation zone here that was, resistance, and we broke through it here, and then, the rest of the story. So many times, not 100% of the time, many times this previous resistance will be support. Just like once we get over 100, then, we should come back, recheck that area, see if it holds the support, and then move from there, okay? But anyway, coming down into this zone, so I could see us very easily coming down into the, high 80s, 88, 89,000. Who knows? We might even hit that, again, whole round even number, 90,000 and bust, and not bust, but break out. Uh, so, we'll watch that pretty closely as we're pulling back. Now, 70% of the time, when you get a bearish, engulfing candle, in other words, it's engulfing, it's taking out all of this stuff on the left, okay? 70% of the times you get follow through, okay? Now, right now, we're putting in what we like to call a pause candle, okay? Big exhaustion candle here, a lot of sell-off, a lot of liquidity gone, and then a little pause here, and then follow through to the downside, okay? That's what we're currently anticipating. However, if this green candle tomorrow takes out half or more, let's just say 2/3 of this red candle, that's extremely bullish, okay? I don't believe that'll happen, as close as we're getting, to the holiday, Thanksgiving, and everything. But we'll see. It all, depends on the volume. And then let's go to the weekly chart here, and I'll show you where all that started. Okay, right here you can look on X, and actually we gave this bottom to our members back in 2022. Okay, November, December 2022, we were telling them, the bottom's in for Bitcoin, so on and so forth. And then in January, after our people were loaded up, we came out on X and stated that. You can look it up. And then Bitcoin loves these consolidation zones. And then old school, what we were taught, you could take, maybe 2/3 of that, turn it on its head, and then that would give you your target, okay? And technically, this pretty much goes this whole level here. Okay, I don't know how it got moved. And then even back here in 2020, the big run, our halving was right in here, and then consolidation breakout, and then we had to pull back in, consolidate, and then once we did that last consolidation, it was pretty much, straight up. And then same, this is, accumulation by, smart retail and then institutions. And then up here is distribution, or it's slowly selling off because they're trying to keep the price, as high as possible without, and selling at the same time, without causing one of these big red candles, okay, bearish engulfing candles. So that's where we are present day. So anyway, I just wanted to, bring that to your attention. I know everybody was expecting, or not everybody, but a lot of people are expecting, Bitcoin just to blast through that 100 grand zone. But I'm pretty sure, at least 80% sure, that we'll reach, 120,000 near term, maybe even before the end of the year, right here. But the next 24 hours, we'll see how this candle closes for Tuesday. Like I said, if we take out, half, preferably, 2/3 or three, 2/3 of this candle here, then we're looking for this thing to maybe retest these previous highs, okay? And then what you always want are these W formations, okay? That's what you look for. So you put in, a high, you pull back, higher high, higher low. See, low, higher low, and then you run, and then you take out that pivot right up here, okay? And then let me go ahead and show you this. Okay, go to the total, and you can, this is total market cap, and you can go up here in the far left-hand corner, hit total and all, and you can click on it. That's how you find it. And as you can see, this is, your stable coins, altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything you can think of that's in the crypto space is added in here, pushed in here. And as you can see, we've already exceeded, that previous all-time high, going back to November 2021. And that's very good. And then, of course, you have a strong count here, so you were due for or coming up for a pullback, getting a very extended above the 20, and that's another sign, you're ready to pull back. Even, going back, uh, into this area here, where we broke out, and that's, well, we call that back then, but anyway, uh, consolidation, remember those gray boxes we showed you? Yeah, that's even consolidation here, the breakout. And then we like to look at this one to see how our altcoins are doing, okay? And on this one, what people call, I don't really like the term altcoin season. There's no such thing, okay? And I can prove it right here. And if you want to use altcoin season, technically on the charts, it started in mid-October 2023, okay? As you can see here, we can prove it right here. And you can go back and look at your coins, and they might not have as big of a green candle, but they should have a green candle some size on that weekly chart, daily chart, whichever one you're using. It's the weekly chart. Every candle's, 1 week price action. So technically, had a little pullback here, broke out, consolidation, breakout, and then that was about the end of the party near term. And then remember, everything started pulling back, including Bitcoin. And then here was our next breakout. Okay, and this altcoin season, whatever, started 1st of November. Okay, and we're anticipating that to be running, hard and strong into 2025, obviously. But okay, guys, that's enough. Don't want to wear you out. Have a great Thanksgiving. Spend, some quality time with friends and family. Thankful for everything you have. And also, we need to be thankful for uh, being here in this time, in this day and age. The reason why I say that, think back, to your parents or maybe even grandparents, some of you who were around obviously, and possibly investing in the markets back in the 90s, okay? And if they had, uh, you know, the ability, I don't know, how much they research and stuff, but if they would have found some technology stocks or been able to trade in and out of those, know how to do that, that would have been the start of your, and maybe it was the start of your, of your family's multi-generational wealth, okay? And that's where you're sitting now. This is kind of like back in the 90s, with the first internet and dot-com companies, so on and so forth. And we're kind of there, but in a new asset, okay? And this asset, there's a finite number, okay? And I think it was China that recently found a new mine, a gold mine, and I forget how many, millions of ounces they're speculating that are in that mine. Okay, but and that's true. We don't know how much silver is still underground, under the ocean, whatever. Gold, same thing. But Bitcoin, we know there's a finite amount, 21 million. There's actually probably a lot less than that over the years, people, losing it different ways, so on and so forth. So then not to mention the altcoins, which is really, just a huge casino. I don't have a lot of trust, faith, and belief in any of them, but we can ride them until that horse dies and get a big, pumping percentage. That's really all that I see they're good for right now, until they can prove, real world value and use consistently, and then more importantly, at some point, possibly reporting quarterly results, okay? Quarterly, so we can see the numbers just like a stock does. And I know, they're not traded on the NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange or whatever, of course, but I would say that the first, altcoins that are real companies providing real value to the world and helping the world, if they start, putting out quarterly reports and standing up to this, standing on business, just like the stock market does, S&P 500, all those stocks, so on and so forth, and can compete with them in transparency. I think you'll see those blow up and be actually long-term, something you can invest in, long-term retirement-wise, so on and so forth. Right now, I don't see any of them being that way. It's just a quick in and out, and you better be nimble. You better know what you're doing. Those 95% of the people in crypto, lose it all. And believe it or not, and that's just, fear and greed. And the reason why they do, I know I'm extending there, this is very, very important. The reason why they do, because you get into, well, let me go back here. Okay, you get into a big run like this. This is the last halving, the last, run up back in, 2020. And this is a weekly, okay, the weekly chart here. Every candle is 1 week of price action. But what I'm getting at is that many, many weeks, over several months, you get used to that euphoria. You get used to, every hour, every day, every week, logging into your portfolio or pulling up on your app on your phone and seeing your personal wealth up a few hundred, a few thousand, whatever dollars, and you never want that to end. I mean, that's just human, feelings of greed and fear. And then when it starts pulling back, you don't know the timing of the market, the cycles, and honestly, we call the bottles, so we know a little bit about that. And we already, have our members toned up, tuned up, ready psychologically, where, when, and how to start scaling out, so that we wring out every dollar of that, washcloth that we can do. But anyway, it starts pulling back, and then people go, well, it's just a pullback. We've had, plenty of those, and then it'll catch, support, and we'll run again. And then, they're listening to, different things, read different things. That's why you need to be able to read the charts yourself, so that if someone is, telling you the truth, oh, this coin's going to blow up, it's going to be the best ever. And then you look at it and, it's below where it started, 5 months ago, for example, or whatever. And anyway, you just need to know, just like, you need to know things about your car when you take it into the shop. If you know if they're lying to you or not about what you need, if you need a, uh, new, I don't know, if anything from wipers to tires or whatever. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to go off the beaten path. But anyway, yeah, just be, intelligent enough, emotionally intelligent enough to be able to see all this for what it is, and to be able to scale in, scale out, and you know, save yourself a lot of mental grief. But anyway, on a positive note, thank you guys for watching. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we will see you on the charts. Actually, we'll see you at 120,000 Bitcoin.